Hello everyone, it's Becky here from Ivy's Corner and I am back for day number 6 of Inktober Tangles 2025. Now, today's tangle is one that's been deconstructed by Stephanie Jennifer, who has put together the lovely collection of tangles that we're all following this year. And it's a really interesting one because it's a little bit different to the sort of tangle that I would normally draw. It's a little bit, and it's a kind of original step out, it's a little bit more representational than I would tend to draw. And so I have adapted it slightly from Stephanie's step out. I hope that's okay, Stephanie. But I do recommend that you go and check out the original step out, because if you like that kind of thing, it's a really nice tangle to use. It's quite cute. And you'll see what I mean in a second. So let's have a little look at my my page. We've got day number 6 coming up here. And now this tangle is called Aurivox. And it's got a little story behind it. Again, I recommend having a little look at Stephanie's step out and reading about the inspiration behind deconstructing this pattern. It looks a little bit like a cute fox. Because it's based around a sort of story featuring a fox. And so I'm going to adapt it because, again, the representational nature of this pattern isn't one that I would normally tend to use in my work. So I've just very slightly tweaked it so it doesn't look quite so fox-like, but you can still see the basis of the tangle. And I'm popping it together in a little organisation that makes it look a little more floral, I'll say. So I'm going to start off with this pattern by drawing 2 kind of parentheses, sort of brackets, like so. And then once I've done that, I'm going to then come from the top of these shapes down with a curved line into the centre and then up to meet on the other side like this. And then I'm going to come to the bottom of the parentheses, brackets here, and just do a little triangle like so. And then Stephanie's step out has a little inky space at the bottom here. So we're adding in a little kind of triangle and a little inked in triangle to the bottom there. And then once we've done that, from the bottom of this triangle that we've drawn, we're going to, and this is where I'm moving off slightly from Stephanie's step out. I'm going to bring my line off of the bottom of this little inky space. And Stephanie has kind of a seed shape that is created at the top here. But instead of that, I'm going to do a fescue kind of type shape, and then I'm going to do the same thing here, kind of mirroring that first one. And so you can see here how Stephanie's step out forms some seed shapes here, and that would look like eyes of a little fox. This one's a little bit on the smaller side, and but I'm just tweaking it slightly because trying to make it look slightly less representational. I'm also tweaking this here, so she has some triangles in these ears, and I'm just going to do a little aura and make a little kind of a chevron almost here. There we go. And so that is kind of the basic shape of this pattern. But what I've decided to do is I'm going to add some more of them kind of around in a little pattern. So I'm going to start off the step out slightly differently, and I'm going to aura this bottom part of this triangle section here, and I'm going to have my aura, my triangle point come here, and then I'm going to add my parentheses after, and then I'm going to do this like curved V shape at the top, add my inky triangle here, take off and create my fescue shapes here, and then I'm going to do my auraed chevron triangle here. So we've still got that kind of foxy looking shape here. I'm going to turn my tile and then just repeat all of those steps again. And what we're going to be left with once I've done all of these steps 2 more times is a sort of floral take on this tangle. So there's my inky triangle. I'm going to do my little fescue eyes here, and then I'm going to aura my little chevrons here, and then finally here I'm going to do one final one, so just auraing those little triangles all together, creating my parentheses and curved V shape, little inky triangle, fescue shape, and another, and then my aura chevrons here. So hopefully this is kind of still keeping in with Stephanie's original step out, but you can see it's kind of a little bit more floral now. And there's just a few different ways you can play with these tangles and just adapt them to suit your work. It feels like it all needs a little aura just to hold it together. So I'm just going to aura around everything. And when it comes to shading this, I think really you can, as ever with Zentangle, you can just adapt it to work for you and what you like and how you like to shade, and also the wider piece that you're incorporating the tangle into. And so what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of shade either side of these fescue shapes and then underneath these chevrons, I think. Just in here. I'm going to show my daughter this tangle. She loves foxes, and so I think she'll really enjoy having an easy way to draw this cute little fox. So thank you to Stephanie for this pattern, because it was one that my little girl absolutely loves. So I'm just gently softening those pencil lines just to add a little bit of depth and dimension to the tangle, very gently. And there we go. That's my take on Stephanie's tangle Aurivox. So this is day 6. Aurivox by Stephanie. Jennifer. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for that tangle, and for all of the patterns, in fact, in this lovely Inktober 25 collection. Don't forget to hit like on my video and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more from me. I'm posting these videos every day for Inktober, and I also post lots of other step outs and things as well. You can also follow me on all the usual social media channels. I am generally on there as some variation of @Ivies_corner_arts. But I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care.